What's up, everyone? This is Robert, aka Comics on the Edge, with another haul video. It's been a while since I put out a video. It's been really busy around here. My kids have been staying home from school because of President's Day and, Lincoln's birthday or something like that. So, I haven't really had time to post anything lately. But still been digging around here and there. Um, so let's uh, let's see what we're working with today. This is the pile that I have for today. Hopefully, I'll go through them pretty quickly because there's a lot of stuff to go over. A lot of them were, you know, stuff that I got at comic shops, trades, purchases, some really good stuff. So let's just get started here. First, we're gonna go with this Superman, the Wedding album. I found 4 copies of this, just kind of like sitting there. So I grabbed those. Um, you don't, they were like in the dollar bin, so I was just like, hey, I'll just take those here. This is a recent book I just found. I don't really collect Spawn too much, but there are some issues that I wouldn't mind in my having in my collection. This is one of them. It's Spawn number 30. It's got a KKK story in it. So yeah, I just think that the cover is just like crazy and kind of unique. Um, yeah, so it's Spawn number 30. Glad to kind of throw that in my collection. I found this. I've looked it up. Haven't really found too much information about it. But this is Fatal Book One, and it's signed by Ed Brubaker, and it's 96 out of 100. It's like a sketch card or postcard. I don't know, but it feels uh, kind of like premium paper. Um, just a awesome drawing there. It's I still need to do some research on it because I really don't. I honestly don't know what it is, but I'll find out. I mean, it's gonna be hard because it's one of 100. So wish me luck there. Another book I found was this Thanos book. It's a one shot. I just like it because Medusa's on the cover. Uh, there it is. And you got Thanos in the background there. Uh, just a really awesome looking cover. I found this the other day. Lady Death number 1, the Gauntlet. And this is the J. Scott Campbell cover. Just the awesome cover that he did. Um, yeah, I mean it's a cool cover. So got that one. This one, so I'm a huge Adam Hughes fan, and I like people or other artists that draw like him. Uh, One of the artists that resembles his artwork is Dave Stevens, and this is a book that I found. I know Stevens been doing it longer than him, but yeah, this is a weird ass book. It's called Orbit, and this is a Dave Stevens cover. See his autograph down or his signature down there. But I mean, you got like it's either a rat or a possum with a with an eye patch, welding a gun, and this female in front of him. So I haven't I haven't looked into it or anything, but just looks interesting. But because it's a Dave Stevens cover, I grabbed it. This is a book I found recently as well. I was kind of surprised because it's kind of a spec book, or it's a hot book right now. This is a Mighty Thor 390, and this is where Captain America is able to pick up Thor's hammer. So, which is you know a big storyline in the end game, I believe. So, yeah, just found it laying around, so I just took it. I also found these recently. This is Harley Quinn number 0. And the cool thing about this is it's a second print. So, I always see the first print laying around and stuff like that, but this is second print. So I grabbed it because I don't have one. So, another book that I found is a Long Beach Comic Con edition. It's a Harley Quinn number 10, Long Beach Comic Con. Um, it's kind of like a sketch. It has a sketch background. Uh, I used to see these online all the time, but uh, it's kind of drying up. So I'm kind of glad to add this to my collection. I don't even know if I have one already, but I don't think so. But yeah, I just grabbed that one. Uh, I love this cover. It's a Silvestri cover. This is a Witchblade Tomb Raider number 1. Just a awesome variant. Um, I'm a fan of Witchblade. So just kind of threw that in my collection now. This is a pretty cool book too. This is Marvel Premiere number 31, and this has the first appearance of Wood God. Um, and it's a newsstand, I believe. So, yeah, I don't think I have that one yet. Uh, this book, it's not a very expensive book, but it's very hard to find in a high grade. So this is New Teen Titans number 16, and the special thing about this is it's a first appearance of Captain Carrot. I have other copies too, but I actually found this, and it's in really, really nice, amazing condition. So this is actually a book that I kind of want to get in a 9.8 because I kind of feel like this would be the answer to uh, for DC as far as Marvel's Spider-Ham goes. This is probably a character that they can go off of and maybe possibly do something, and as far as animation goes, or you know maybe put them in a movie. I don't know, but I've always liked that book. Me and my buddy like to collect those copies of that. This one is Spider-Man Velocity number 1 variant, and the reason why I like this book is because well, this would be considered a 16-bit probably cover, but I usually just call them all 8 bits because they're just video game style. And this cover is done by Matthew Waits. He does a lot of 8-bit, 16-bit covers, homages. Just he's one of my favorite modern artists and stuff. So I didn't have one of these because I couldn't find them, and now I'm able to find them. So I grabbed it. I picked this one up because it's a pretty sick cover. This is Doom, the Emperor Returns, number 1. I think it's a 4-part series, but I was only able to find the first issue, so I grabbed that one. It's a pretty cool cover. This one is Shazam: The New Beginning, number 1, and this is also a cool cover. It's a 4-issue series, and I just like the way the artist kind of drew Shazam, and I just think it's a really cool cover. it could be like a movie poster and stuff like that. So yeah, grab that one. This is so like I said before, I'm a huge Adam Hughes fan, and this is a book I've known about, but I've never been able to find it out in the wild. So I actually did find it while I met up with a friend at a comic shop. I was just going through their bins, and I actually found it. It's in rough condition, but this is a good placeholder just for now. This is Spandex Tights. Well, Adventures of the Aerobic Duel Spandex Tights. I don't know what the fuck it's about, but it's it's an Adam Hughes cover. I don't have one of these already, so this is a good placeholder until I get a good copy. This is a 4-part series. It's a funny, uh, funny as hell series. It's a 4-book series, and the reason why I like this is because it introduces Squirrel Girl into the Great Lake Avengers. So this is called Great Lake Avengers Misassembled, and if you're into like weird stories or just underdog kind of team ups and stuff like that, this is a perfect copy or a perfect series to get. This is just the number one. I was only able to find number one. I wish I was able to find all the rest of the issues, but I already have like I have the trade for it, and I have I think I got rid of a lot of my 1 through 4 copies, but I think I only have one set. I might have more. I'm not too sure, but the number ones are always hard to find because it's the number one issue. This book is it's an older book. It's a Spider-Man or Superman, but this is a Radio Shack giveaway. So usually when you see these, they're really jacked up because they give these books to kids and they just kind of like roll them up and beat each other with them. And this is actually a pretty clean copy for considering how old it is. So yeah, I wasn't gonna pass that up. This copy is a weird. So this is called. This is the New Guardians #1, and it introduces a villain that's riddled with AIDS. So just the series is kind of weird because so you got that, and then on so I found this one as well. This is the second issue of the New Guardians, second issue, and in this issue they fight a monster that's made entirely out of cocaine. So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I mean, so I found both of them in really amazing condition. So threw that in the pile. This one's in a rough condition, but it's a key book. First appearance of Killer Frost, Firestorm #3. This is like my third copy, but yeah, newsstand. This is also a weird cover, especially if you know the artist's work. It doesn't make sense to me, but it exists. So this is Kitchen Sink Comics, Captain Stern, and the artist that did this is Bernie Wrightston. This is not the artwork he normally does. That's why, I mean, maybe the character, I don't even know, but normally he draws like he does a really awesome Swamp Thing and just kind of like horror themed covers. So when I saw this, I was just like, this isn't real, and it is. The reason why I have a copy of this, but this one is actually not for sale issue. It says on the top there, not for sale. So I know the copy I already have. It's actually like a direct edition or whatever. So I grabbed that. Another one of my favorite artists is R. Adams. And I saw this cover and immediately knew that it was him. So I picked it up. It's Tom Strong's Terrific Tale featuring Joni Future, number 10. Just a cool cover that he did for the issue. Like I said, R. Adams, he's one of my favorites. So I just, don't have that, so I picked it up. This is a cool cover because it's a glow in the dark. I'm sure some of you have already seen this out in the wild, but it's Dead Man number 1, and the cover is done by Neil Adams. It does glow in the dark. It looks pretty awesome when it glows in the dark, and I just grabbed that one too. This book is first appearance of iZombie, House of Mystery Halloween Annual number 1. First appearance of iZombie. I already have a copy, but this is in way better condition than the one that I have. So I grabbed that one. I should just get rid of a lot of the copies that I just upgrade as far as condition wise goes, but it's just weird how I just keep them. I don't know. So yeah, House of Mystery, really good, cool book. This is a book that I collect a lot, especially when I see them out in the wild, especially this cover because it has a character that I really enjoy, and that's Crush. This is Teen Titans number 20. This is the regular cover, and as you can see, that's her right there. So I saw them and I just like, all right, add some more. I don't even know how many issues I have. I know I have a lot. And I also found her cameo. So it's Teen Titan. This is actually the second print, the Teen Titan Special number 1, because it's got the red background. So yeah, I never pass up those Crush books. This is a cool book because it's got first like cameo or picture of a character that's really hot right now. This is Marvel Age number 6, and let me open it up real quick. Marvel Age number 6, and it's got like a picture of Beta Ray Bill, but on the back it's got an ad for SpiderMan. So it's really cool. This is in really, really nice condition. Like I already have a copy, but this is a condition upgrade for me. Another book that I found was now this book, when it came out, it sold out because it came out for a local comic shop day. And it's a hot character right now. Ryan Stegman did the cover. This is the it's a variant, but it's not the Virgin variant. This is Absolute Carnage number 5. Really awesome cover by Ryan Stegman. And like I said, a lot of the comic book stores that ordered them sold out like that, either that day or that week. I recently went to a comic shop and they actually found a box that didn't get released out to the public, so they just kind of like threw them out there. I bought every single issue that they had for a cover price, but it's a cool cover, and I just it's been sold out everywhere. So but I'm only showing you one. A lot of people have already asked me for a copy, so I'm sending them out to them. and you know, I still have quite a few left. This book here is a Adam Hughes cover as well. Um, this is a Hammer of the Gods, and it's a Adam Hughes cover, like I said. I recently got this from the Comic Book Fiend Club member, Alfuzzo. If you ever follow him, he's got some. He's a huge Magnola fan. Uh, what had happened is I found a Magnola variant that he didn't have, and he went ahead and sent me this, which I had no idea he was gonna do. It was sick. It was awesome that he did that. You know, I was really happy because I don't have one of these. But it's a really cool cover. See his autographs or his signatures right here. But yeah, it's a cool cover. I'm really glad to have that copy. In my last video, I showed that I got a Power Girl number 97, which was a cool cover. It's a Showcase Presents Power Girl 97, and I was able to find the sequential issues after that. So you got Power Girl number 98 and Power Girl number 99 in really awesome condition. So I just you know, I saw these, they were priced really good, so I picked them up. Sorry about the background noise, they're doing the lawn out there. Of course, you know. Of course. It's alright, they're almost done. Let's see here. Now, this is a book I just recently found the other day, and apparently it's a low print run, and it's hard as shit to find. And I had no idea until I looked it up afterwards. But this is a Devil's Rejects #1. It's a Rob Zombie story, Lion Gate film cover from IDW. Yeah, I mean, it's just a book that's kind of hard to find, and if you're a fan of this movie, this is a book that you would want in your collection. So I don't think I've ever seen any of the movies, but I do have friends that really love the Rob Zombie movies, so this is a pretty cool pickup for me. This is a pretty recent pickup as well. It's actually it's a pretty mature cover or book on the inside, but I know this series, and it's actually from Glenn Danzig's company, and the book is Veronica #2. The cool thing about this book, and the reason why I picked it up, well, because they're kind of hard to find too, but this is actually signed by Glenn Danzig. See that there? I don't know, but yeah, so it's signed by Glenn Danzig, and I mean, it was not expensive at all, so I grabbed it. Pretty cool cover. The inside is like really graphic, sexually and violence. There's a lot of violence in it. So if you're a fan of that, or even if you're a fan of Glenn Danzig, that's, you know, a book you want for your collection. So another book that I found recently was again, it's a copy I have already, but this is actually a grade bump or a condition bump for me. It's a Marvel Tales Peter Porker and the Spectacular Spider-Ham. Yeah, I just this book, like I said before in my previous videos, this book was the first comic book I've ever owned. It was given to me by a friend, and I didn't read it or anything. Or maybe I did. I don't know, but I just it got lost somehow, and he was a huge Wolverine fan. So yeah, he gave me this copy, or not this copy, but a copy of this, and yeah, it's actually the very first comic book I ever owned. It's kind of funny to like to see him in the movies and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. All right, moving on. So this book is a copy I got off of a YouTuber. His name is Mr. Let. He's also on Instagram. Um, he he was selling this book and nobody was biting on it, and it's a book I don't have, and it damn near completes my whole Constantine like cameo slash like just first appearance and stuff like that. The So I hit him up after he had his auction. I was like, "Hey man, is this still available?" He's really cool about it. He's just like, "Yeah, you got it, man. Cool." So it's Saga of the Swamp Thing number 25. This is a cameo of Constantine, um, and it's a book that like it's always been like too too expensive for me to pay that much, but Mr. Let really he hooked it up, and he didn't. He says he didn't know. I mean, Mr. Let knows his shit, but he said he didn't know. But and I knew when I bought this that there was a small chance that, and he's from the East Coast, so I don't even know. But so when you see a barcode, there's like a tiny chance that it might be uh, something something might be special about it, and I'll show you what it is. I don't like. I used to collect a lot of these editions, but I stopped because I'm just collecting keys now. So this is actually a key that I'm gonna collect or keep, and it's a Mark Jeweler insert there. The book is in really awesome condition, and when I told Mr. Let, he acted like he was pissed, but he's a good guy about it, man. So yeah, it's a Mark Jeweler insert. So I'm happy to add that to my collection because it just adds something a little bit extra to the book. So yeah, yeah. If you're not following him, he's got some fire fucking books. I mean, he's one of my favorite dudes to watch as far as auctions go. Even if I don't buy anything, there's a lot of knowledge that can be acquired by watching those auctions. The next book I found at a local comic shop. Really, really solid condition. It's Amazing Spider-Man number 344. This is first appearance of Cletus Cassidy, who becomes Carnage. So, I had this book, and I think when it shot up or when it hit finally, I think I was only able to get like $8 for it. It's more expensive now than it was when I sold it. But at the time I didn't really care because I don't think the copy was that great in condition anyways. So now I was able to find a solid copy. So I'm really happy to add that to my collection. And then along with that, I know last video, I went from having 0 copies to now I own 3 of them, which is Amazing Spider-Man 361, first appearance of Carnage. So yeah, I went from 0 to 3, which I'm not gonna complain, but it's just weird how stuff happens. Like, you know, I was I was at a comic shop. They had a copy, and it was really really cheap. And I looked the book over because I thought there was something wrong with it, and there wasn't. And then like not even a week later, I find another copy at another comics shop, and it was for a good price. So now I have three copies. I don't think I have any newsstands. I don't know what the other one is, but it doesn't matter, you know. So yeah, I was just like, damn, all right, cool. And this is a book that I picked up from another fellow member of the Comic Book Fiend Club, Mr. J. Really cool dude. He's got an awesome collection, and he was selling some books. So I hit him up about this one because the last time I tried getting this book, the seller kind of sold it underneath me. Probably got more for it than what he told me, but so yeah, with that there was another opportunity for me to get a copy, and I pulled the trigger, and that is Wolverine Origins number 10, first appearance of Dawkins, and this is the third claw variant right there. That's what makes it so special. Um, I mean, this book is just kind of like it's hard to find out in the wild, and I just I'm happy to own it because it's you know, you don't see it very often. You see it online all day on eBay, but the prices are crazy expensive. So yeah, I'm a, you know, got to get that from him. Always got to do you know, business with that guy. He's, you know, he's awesome. Um, the another book that I found recently. I'm not a huge fan of this band, but I can appreciate the whole crossover situation. This is Kiss Nation number 1, or Kiss Nation, and it's where Kiss meets the X-Men. Never really seen this book before, but you know, when I saw it, I was just kind of like, I don't know. But then I saw the X-Men, and I was just like, all right, cool. Like, let's do this. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Another book that I found recently at a comic shop. This is so I don't have it. This is my first copy of this, but this isn't the book I'm looking for. Obviously, it's I'm looking for a first print, and this is actually the ninth print. But the cool thing about this book is that it's a newsstand variant. The Death of Captain Marvel. Well, this is Marvel graphic novel number 1, The Death of Captain Marvel, and you got the little UPC right here, which is so rare to find. I mean, good luck. So yeah, one of my comic stores had it, and you know, just priced it out like whatever, and I bought it. So a really cool book. I still need to get myself a first print. So they're out there, and it's just like, you know, because it's all black, and a lot of times when I see it, there's just like a huge like indentation right here somewhere, or the spine's just like, you know, rubbed off where it's like white. So this is a pretty clean copy. But I still want that first, you know, because I got the New Mutants one already, and I got a couple like Punisher ones, and what else, like I don't know. I have a lot of Marvel graphic novel books, and as far as the key ones go, the key ones, this is one that I'm missing. So I'm good. You know, this is a ninth print, but I still want that first one. This is a pretty cool book. It's a Marvel Age Special, The Punisher Anniversary Magazine. Just a cool copy, or cool cover, because it's got Daredevil, Spider-Man, and Punisher losing his shit. I mean, I don't know how Spider-Man and Daredevil are even like around him with that fucking look. Are you kidding me? So yeah, it's, you know, it's a book I've never seen before, but I'll just add that to my collection. So my last video, I had mentioned that, or it wasn't even the video. I was on the Fiendcast, the Comic Book Fiend Club YouTube show, and we were kind of like chopping it up, talking here and there, and I had made mention that, you know, the only thing I have on my pull list is the DC Black Label stuff. You know, because I think that the art's, you know, really cool, and I like the some of them are magazine sized. I'm a magazine size fan, and I had mentioned that the only issue that I'm missing, I've got everything under the Black Label except for Batman Damned, the Jim Lee variant. Now, I had mentioned that, and one of the fiends, Alfuzzo, reached out to me and said, "Hey, like, you know, if you're interested, I got this. It's yours or whatever." And I was just like, "Cool," you know, like, you know. And so that's what he did. He sent me this, the Jim Lee variant. So now my entire collection's complete up until this point. There's nothing that I'm missing, and I'm still, you know, I still got, you know, whatever series is left on my pull list, and I'll still continue to do that. I kind of like knocked off the Joe Hill stuff because that's just like ridiculous. The only ones I kept was Family Dollhouse and Basket Full of Heads. And it was just getting way too expensive, anyways. So yeah, I was really stoked to get that because you know, he really you know, hooked me up. Um, all right, so this book, one of the Comic Book Fiend Club members was selling, you know, he's trying to get a huge grail. So in order to do that, you got to sell some books sometimes, and he's selling a lot of his books, really good books, slab books, and yeah, he gave us first dibs on it, and I said I didn't even before he even sent out the list, I was just like, hey, if you're selling this book, this certain book that I know you have, you know, let's talk, you know. And right away he mentioned me back. Yeah, that is actually on the list, so it's yours. Don't worry about it. And I was just like, all right, cool. So I met up with him a few weeks ago, and we met up at a shop, and we had a awesome time, and I finally got it. So, and this is a book I've been looking for a while, and I just, I mean, it's such a hard book to find. I don't know what's up with the print run or what, but and in this condition, it's really hard to find. So this book is Invincible #1. This is not the Larry's Comics variant. This is a OG Image Comics copy from back in the day, and yeah, now I finally own it, and I'm stoked about it because this book is just so hard to find, and when you do find it, whether it's online or a convention or a show, they're asking like, I mean, it's ridiculous how much you're asking for it. Trevor, NoHo Comics Zombie, just hooked it up, man. He just yeah, he just uh, you know, he's just hooked it up. I mean, I'm still shocked that I have it. Like, you know, as far I don't really have too much independent stuff, but the independent stuff that I do, I mean, like, so I own this. I have like Saga #1. It's in a 9.8. I have what else? Why the Last Man. I got, you know, I got some really good uh you know, independent stuff. But this is one that I just kind of like, man, I need to get one. You know, especially after they announced that there was gonna be a show on it. I mean, it's been damn near impossible to find. So So yeah, I mean, Trevor just he hooked it up, man. I'm really happy. You know, he's a really awesome, cool dude. So the last few things I have are just slabs. This slab I found at a comic shop. Um, it's a it's a book I have raw, but just like looking at it, I know that. So it's a 9-4. This is Static #1, first appearance of Static. Um, got this for a really good price, and just like uh, it's a 9-4, but there's stuff that I see that I know I can fix. There's like a bend here and like a bend here. The spine is like pretty legit. So yeah, I don't even know if you could see it. Whoa. But yeah, so if I ever wanted if this book ever like shoots up or whatever, I mean, it's something I know I can work on and just get that higher grade that you know that I like. So, and the reason why I got it, because it was like, I mean, it was like a couple dollars. It like I don't even think grading the amount of money I paid for this. I don't even think will cover grading. So when it's that like that cheap, you just gotta do it. Um. So another book I picked up from Trevor. Uh. Yeah. So he I picked up two more slabs from him, and they're books that I've been actually like looking to get, and the prices are just like really high. He gave me a really awesome deal. So this book is Fantastic Four #46, first appearance of Black Bolt. Um, just a awesome, you know, uh, cover, and it's a Jack Kirby. I mean, you can't go wrong with that shit. Like, and it's a 5.5, which I'm okay with. I mean, I'd rather have the book in that grade than not have it at all. So, and like I said, Trevor really did uh, give me a great deal on this kind of stuff. So the last book I have to show is it goes along the same lines. I got it from Trevor's again, and this is a Fantastic Four #45, and it's in a 3.0. So yeah, this is the first appearance of the Inhumans. The reason why I've been wanting this book is because it's got the first appearance of Lockjaw, which is an awesome character. So, but yeah, this is a 3.0. I don't know if there's necessary. I don't know if it's been pressed or what, but like I said, he hooked it up so well that I just it was such a good price that I just it didn't matter to me. Now I own a copy. I've never owned this book, and I've always looked for it. And yeah, so he really did me a favor there. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I know it's a lot of stuff to go through, but you know, now that I actually have time, now I could put these books away and just start, uh, putting the newer stuff that I get, within the next few weeks in a different box, so I can, just do another video. But if this is the kind of stuff that you like to see, just please follow me on my Instagram. It's Comics on the Edge, or subscribe, like my videos, and check out the Comic Book Fiend Club. We always got things going on there. If you have any questions, you could always reach out to me. If you're local, hey, let's meet up somewhere. But yeah, so until next time. Oh yeah, and also I wanted to thank everybody that's been following me. I just hit 150 subscribers on my YouTube. That's awesome because for a long time I the followers weren't um, I wasn't getting as many followers, but the more I interact with the YouTube community, whether it's with Discovery Bay, Keep It Thorough, even like auctions like with BLC Comics. I mean, you know, you get to know different people as far as like the community goes, uh, and interact with them, and a lot of them are like really, really, really cool. So, um, the boy who had seven, he's a really cool dude. He actually, I was in his videos one day, or chatting in his videos, and you know, he actually got me a huge bump in subscribers because he was telling everybody, hey, I talked to this dude before, and he's cool. Like, you guys should follow him. And I got a lot of followers from him. So, I mean, I appreciate every follower I get and how I get them. And I just think it's really cool that the community out there is, really supportive. And so, yeah, so that's gonna be it for my video. And hopefully the next time it'll be a little bit shorter with better books. So, all right, until next time, thank you.